Welcome to your daily reading. Thank you to everybody who's been subscribing, liking. It means a lot to me. Two of Wands. So there's a situation where someone is in a position and that they're wanting to take a step forward into a different direction. So they could be holding on to what they're doing currently and sort of looking to see where they can move and make a move forward. But while still maintaining a connection to the thing they're currently invested in or the thing they're currently inspired by. Like trying to branch out without letting go of their current inspiration or action. The Empress. So there's a feminine energy. A very powerful feminine energy that is associated with creativity, life-giving energy, sustaining energy, nature, peace, attraction, manifestation, a culmination of the energies of all of the queens in the deck. So this could be telling a story about someone who's working on something that inspires them and is creative, and they want to branch out towards something else, and then they're kind of embodying that energy of the Empress. Because they're trying to manifest multiple inspirations or multiple situations or sustaining multiple expressions of their creative energy. As a Two of Swords, there's a sensation of a feeling of confliction mental confliction. This could be this Empress energy feeling like it could even be that in association to those Two Wands, like, where should I go? What should I do? What should I focus on? What matters to me? Does this make sense to, like, does this project or this inspiration or this action make sense in relation to what I'm currently doing, and will it help me sustain the current course of action that I'm taking? This could be this Empress or this person in the Two of Wands kind of like, what should I do? Where should I go? I don't know. Or it could be an external energy to them, someone else who's perceiving this this person taking this action or making a plan to take this action, and that will put them in that sustainable experience of an Empress in their own right. We'll see who it is, what it is. King of Pentacles in reverse. It's somebody else. It's a person on the outside of that Empress. Someone who's in the masculine energy of lack. I'm not saying masculine energy is lack, but like is in the masculine energy and they're feeling like they're lacking somehow. They don't know how to make money. They don't know how to keep money. The job they work doesn't make much money. They could be someone who takes advantage of other people for money. A masculine energy that wants to be around feminine energies that are giving and that are generous, especially the Empress, because they are known to be that way. They're known to be to be so generous and so caring and so like about caring for other people and about giving other people like that as well as themselves. Like it's like they're seen by others, specifically those in a lack mindset, as having a never-ending flow of abundance. And that's the word I was trying to reach for earlier, is abundance. The Empress is associated with abundance. And this person's energy could be like, well, I could get the Empress to cover what's lacking in me. Or they could be just looking at that Empress taking the action to a new venture, like branching off their current venture to create that sensation of the Empress and to sustain it and to embody it. So they're looking at that and they're feeling kind of not, they don't think they're conflicted about it. It feels conflicting, like and then it reveals their position, it reveals their energy, like they are not abundance wise. They're in the lack mindset. They're on the other side of it. They're not they could be a scammer. They could be a person who makes their money from ripping people off. They could have a business, or they could be practicing business in some way, but it's a shady thing. They kind of cut and undercut people and take advantage of their employees. I just got like an image of someone who has like a business, like they have like a really pretty storefront or something, and then their bank account is like overdrawn to the max, and they can't let anybody see that, but that's what their experience is. So there's already a tension here. Four of Swords. This is a card of acknowledging the potential for burnout and taking care of oneself. You know, this person in the Empress Energy that's working hard to manifest the Empress Energy in their own life and sustain their own abundance, and the abundance for others as well, of course, could be aware that they're doing that creates a sense of tension and mental confliction for individuals that are in that King of Pentacles energy in reverse, where they don't feel comfortable. They don't feel like they're going to be able to either cover up that they are in reverse, or that they don't think they're going to be able to practice their method of gaining money from manipulation or stealing, because it's difficult to access the abundance the Empress has if she doesn't want you to have it. And also, you can't like take from the Empress and then like she doesn't make anything else with it. Like, it doesn't shut her down, basically. If a person steals from that Empress energy, they just make more, and it doesn't, like, they don't end up being in lack themselves. So it almost is like this King of Pentacles in reverse can't make the Empress energy being in reverse by maybe stealing from their energy or projecting on their energy or anything, and they feel like mentally, I say mental, but they feel mentally conflicted about it. Like, it's like yes but no, like sure this is a good thing, but no, it's not for me. Yeah, so then that makes self-care very, very important, but because, like I said, the Empress is most likely aware of that sort of energy. Because they tend to, well, they're abundance per people, and they attract people, and that doesn't necessarily always mean attract abundance in all of these things, because people, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to attract the best people. Sometimes they attract people who are needy and who require assistance and don't want to necessarily ask for it. They just want to take it, and they just want it to be given to them, because they feel entitled to the Empress's abundance, and they feel mentally conflicted about how they can't make that be their abundance without doing something unethical or illegal or something that they will be seen doing. Anyway, I believe this Four of Swords speaks to the Empress doing all that self-care stuff, like taking time out to take care of themselves. I say herself, but themselves and herself. Doing all those things they need to do to sustain the flow of abundance in their own life and to sustain their own well-being, like putting their own well-being first, making sure that they're taken care of in every way, making sure that they prioritize self-care. And I hear to the detriment of others, but it's not the detriment of other people. Other people could possibly perceive that that's detrimental, but it's not detrimental at all. If someone's who's known to be very giving and very able to help other people puts a little bit into themselves sometimes, that's what's sustaining them, and their abundance is going back to itself. So specifically, when being surrounded by that kind of energy, that kind of I need to get what I want out of this person energy, the King of Pentacles in reverse energy, prioritizing self-care, it's very important for someone in the Empress energy, specifically when they're taking steps to move forward in some sort of venture, branching off a currently pre-existing venture, that they need to maintain that currently pre-existing venture, and also make sure that the venture that they're working on, branching off that other one, doesn't end up taking too much from that venture, and it all stays good. That takes a lot of focus. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this speaks to a lack of being able to balance, and when it's in reverse, it speaks about like debt obligations, and also even just, it doesn't necessarily mean debt obligations, but it just it feels like debt obligations. Like someone is maybe in debt multiple different ways. It could be like that King of Pentacles is in debt. King of Pentacles reverse is in debt multiple different ways, and they're not being able to balance that. They're not being able to make the payments on it, or they could have they could have extended themselves far too far in their own business. They could have been a business owner or our business owner and extended their own venture far too far without thinking about possibly them losing investment in it or losing capital to keep it sustained. So then now they're kind of having a hard time balancing all those obligations. As a Two of Cups in reverse, and there is this lack of I always say that wrong. Reciprocal. Yeah, there's like a lack of reciprocal relationships. Um, this could be fake relationships, or this could be a like a situationship, like a partnership created out of convenience or out of necessity. This could be someone who feels they can't escape from their current relationship. They could feel like they're in a connection with someone and they're in a relationship they don't want to be in and they can't get out of it. This is unstable relationship, an unhealthy relationship. Like the kind of relationship where the partners drag each other down instead of lift each other up. It's like someone's really struggling here. If that King of Pentacles in reverse is struggling financially and in business and in relationships. And they're looking at this Empress energy and feeling conflicted about it mentally, like experiencing a mental conflict about it, which isn't even their business to deal with. They shouldn't even be focusing on that Empress. And because the Empress feels the stress off of them projecting on towards them, they do extra self-care to sustain their own motion forward. And it even like draws out more of the stress of this King in Pentacles in reverse. Or it makes it more evident that there is an issue over here with them. King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so this could be another masculine, or this could be another aspect of that King of Pentacles in reverse. There's someone who manipulates and lies and uses their words to get their way. This could be someone who, who is verbally abusive, someone who's a gaslighter, someone who like I said, lies, manipulates. They're not really concerned with ethics or fairness. They'll say anything that they can say or do anything. Well, that mostly say. They'll say anything that they think they need to say in the moment to get what they need in the moment. And what else I know about this energy is that they might not always see manipulation when it's being in their face. They could be manipulated, but they may not always see other people manipulating them. Because it talks about intelligence when it's in the upright. So this one might not be the Shepherd's Crown in the box. But they could be very good at manipulating, very good at lying. And there's an Emperor in the upright. So I'm not sure if this is another energy or if this is like it almost forces the Empress into the Emperor energy, like, because the more they put into their own business or aspects, the more that they get this King of Pentacles energy coming out at them sideways. And if this King of Swords is an aspect of the King of Pentacles in reverse, where because they can't manipulate them, they'll try to manipulate them that way. They'll try to verbally harass them, or they'll try to lie about them, or they'll try to lie to them. It kind of forces the Empress to embody her masculine aspects and structure herself and her environment in a way that creates a future for herself and people that follow her in a good way, that provides them with some kind of guidance and gives them something to follow, some kind of power. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it kind of draws to the evolution of someone who's like a solo business owner or a solo venture person who has to embody their own opposite energy to meet together inside of themselves and like carry forward in an environment where it's incredibly competitive and incredibly pressuring.